Hi, good morning. This is Jordan Matin. It's August 2nd. It's actually my birthday today, but I did want to talk to you a little bit about what's happening in the Lake Oswego real estate market. You know, I grew up in Lake Oswego and went to Uplands, which I think is closed down now, but went to Uplands, went to Lake Oswego Junior High and Lake Oswego High School. But the Lake Oswego real estate market has finally turned around, and thank God, because it really got hammered during the real estate bust here in Portland, the Portland real estate market. So I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the numbers and how that has changed over the last several years. So let's start off. I'm going to be just kind of giving you some of the stats. You know, the active listings on the market is about 661. And the pending listings on the market is 236. So that's been significantly different. Where right now there's about 35.7. That's just the that's the pending ratio right now. So that's just the what's pending on the market versus what's actively on the market. So there's about a 2.8 months worth of inventory on the market. So about a buyer's versus a seller's market, it could be argued, but usually it's about 6 to 7 months worth of inventory. Where you're hitting above that 6 to 7 months is a buyer's market, and then when it goes below that, it becomes a seller's market. So it's very heavily in a seller's market. Now, some people argue, yes, it's a seller's market, but it's not where I'd like to sell my house. So that may be true, but it's still gaining ground. So there are, there's still a high demand for homes, and there's not very much on the market. In Lake Oswego, there's only 661, and actually, these stats are not just for Lake Oswego, they're also for West Linn. So excuse me, this is for Lake Oswego and for West Linn. We don't actually have specific numbers just for Lake Oswego. It's just too small of a market, but we're including West Linn in this as well. So looking at Lake Oswego and the West Linn market, right now the average average original list price of homes sold, they start at $530, $281, so about $530. And they're selling the average sales price of a sold home is, or actually the average final sale is $516. So they're selling right about 97.2%. So that's pretty good numbers. They're selling right, just a few points under where they are now. Now this is the not so great news about Lake Oswego and West Linn, is that the average days on market is about 81. Okay. So that's for most agents. The average sales is right around 81. Now for my team, my average sales price days on market is around 26. So we're actually selling our properties in 26 days, and that's for all of our properties all over the Portland metro area, whether it's in Clackamas, Washington County. So we just sold a house in Lake Oswego that was priced above 500, and we sold it in just a couple of days, multiple offers. But what you'll find is that what happens especially with these type of properties is that you're having a couple that are being priced correctly and are selling like hotcakes, and then you'll have a couple that are being priced very, very high, and that they're keeping these numbers so that they're being reflected that way. So Lake Oswego is definitely, and Lake Oswego and West Linn are definitely having a huge, are definitely growing, and I'm going to see that these are going to continue to grow, and the numbers are going to continue to climb. It's still going to be slow, though. We're not going to see the same growth pattern that it's not going to come back overnight, and I think it's going to slowly start to grow. I don't see the interest rate climbing affecting Lake Oswego like we might see it affect other lower income areas like Hillsborough or Gresham, right? I think that could affect Hillsborough and Gresham a little bit harder, or Tualatin or Tigard, areas where you're, the 200 and 300 price homes, because I don't think they're going to affect this area as much, because the majority of homes in Lake Oswego are going to be purchased with cash mostly, or jumbo loans. So Lake Oswego, this is a great area. Luxury homes are definitely going to be on the rise. I'm seeing the purchases coming up. I mean, 2.8 months worth of inventory. It's a really good news. the economy is increasing, and it's a great time to buy a luxury home. If you are thinking about selling and regaining some of this equity, I'd love to be able to talk to you. My name is Jordan Matin, owner of the Matin Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. My website, www.matinrealestate.com, or my phone number, 971-285-2180. Thank you, and have a great day.